So when we made our project, we definitely took a lot of the physics into account because we wanted to make the most efficient design that we could. And a few of the ways we did that were by including design elements that increased the power but reduced the amount of energy used and the amount of work necessary to make the car move. One of the things we did was by taking, instead of just one rubber band, we had two, and we had them wound up many times, and by doing this, it stored up a lot more energy that could be used to then propel the car forwards, and also would increase the amount of time that the car would move for. So by doing that, we were able to increase the power, which lengthened the time and the distance that the vehicle can move. And then one of the things we did to reduce the amount of energy necessary was made our car out of lightweight materials and made the structure very simple so that there wasn't a ton of weight that had to be pulled along, and that the car was just the right weight to go as far as it possibly could, given the materials that we used.
Some difficulties we had when building the car is our first design was not the best. It didn't work, so we had to redo it completely. And we made it out of a cereal box, but it was too big for the requirements, so we had to replace that cereal box with a smaller box. And we also had trouble getting the wheels to spin on the axle because we had to put it through straws, and the axle was too big, so it wouldn't spin, so we had to replace it with something smaller. And then they were not lined up properly, so we had to realign them. But then once we did that, it worked a lot better.
For our project, we chose the payload, accuracy, and time challenge. We chose the payload challenge because of our final design's ability to hold 4 golf balls. We chose the time challenge because during the testing of our final design, we found that the car would run for a minimum of 10 seconds consistently. Finally, we chose the accuracy challenge because of the changed wheel design that we made that now has CDs instead of bottle caps.
When we originally built the car for prototype day, we constructed a water bottle with straws and skewers, and we hot glued just plastic bottle caps to the end of the skewers, and we used a balloon to make it self-start, and it wasn't very successful because, well, first of all, the wheel fell off during testing day, but the balloon just didn't give it enough energy to move the 4 meters that it needs to. So we completely scratched that, and for testing day, we took a granola bar box and I cut holes in it so that I could stick rubber band in it. We used rubber band to make it self-start instead of a balloon for the second time around. I then put straws, I hot glued straws to the front and the back of the box and stuck a skewer through those. And instead of using plastic bottle caps for the wheels this time, I used CDs, but I hot glued plastic bottle caps to the CDs so that they would stay in place. And with the rubber band, I can just wind up the back wheels, and it's a lot more successful.
Really good. You're gonna be in the